I have a 99 overall offense and an 80 overall defense, and I am going to try to win a Super Bowl. But there's a catch. After every single game, I have to remove a random 99 overall starter from my offense and add it to my defense. Time to head into game 1 of the season. But first, I have to spin the challenge wheel. I can save 99s by completing one of these challenges, but it is completely randomized on a wheel before each game. Completing a challenge also allows us to add an additional 99 overall player to the defense. If the challenge is not completed, we lose a 99 overall on offense. Our first challenge is going to be to score a lateral touchdown. We found Darnell Washington on the first play of the game, and he ended up taking it all the way to the house. However, our defense is terrible, and our opponent scores a touchdown on his own, easily tying the game back up. We found OBJ wide open for a small gain of... yeah, never mind. Our defense was truly fighting adversity, yet another one-play touchdown run. After that gut-punching touchdown, the 2019 MVP Lamar Jackson delivers a laser to Zay Flowers, and he takes it in for 7, tying the game up at 14. Meanwhile, our opponent continued to have zero problems moving the ball on the defense. He found Hall of Famer Calvin Johnson for a huge touchdown to take the lead. But Lamar Jackson is not going to back down, as he found a Hall of Famer of his own in Randy Moss. What a bomb. We then went for 2 points, and we converted to take the lead. Immediately after, Jonathan Taylor scores another 40-plus yard touchdown, his third of the game already. Lamar finding Zay again for a nice first down conversion, then gives the next play to put us into the red zone. But then Lamar drops back and delivers a dime to Randy Moss again. Well, this wasn't a smart idea. Our terrible special teams comes back to bite us, and Gronk returns this kick all the way back for a touchdown before half. Then immediately after halftime, Jonathan Taylor breaks his 4th touchdown of the game to extend the lead to 15. Lamar takes a deep shot, in the 2022 Rookie of the Year Sauce Gardner makes an immaculate play, which then led to us quitting out of game 1. No challenge complete means a wheel spin to remove a 99 overall from our team and say goodbye to our right tackle. 99 overall down to 80 overall. On the bright side, at least we added 99 Byron Jones to the defense. Since we lost last game, this is now a good time to mention the loss wheel. Here's a list of punishments for losing games. One will be selected by random following each loss that we have. We spun the loss wheel, and it decided to make us downgrade at tight end by 2 overall, from a 99 overall down to a 97 overall. Time to load into game 2, but not before we spin our challenge wheel, and we have to catch 15 receptions with 1 player. Right out of the gate, we almost get a stop on 3rd and 8, but on the very next play, Jahmyr Gibbs takes it 37 yards to put us down 7 points. Our challenge was very important in this game, as we found Carmichael constantly throughout the first drive. We found the end zone with his 4th completion of the game already, tied up at 7 points. 4 huge runs from Gibbs puts him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and Stabler punches in the QB sneak to take the lead back. However, on offense, we were 100% dialed in to getting our completions with Harold Carmichael yet again, finding him 5 more times in this drive, which then led to Lamar finding Zay for a huge 25-yard touchdown before half, and Moss converted the 2-point conversion to give us the lead. Immediately out of half, we are back defeating Harold Carmichael again, so close to completing his challenge and saving our 99 on offense and getting an additional 99 on defense. We find Zay to create a 4th and short, which led to Lamar finding Moss again for another touchdown. A massive 4th and 3, and our low 99 overall makes the biggest play of his life, forcing a knockout, which forced our opponent to leave the game. We were 100% on the way to completing our challenge, so we checked that one off the list. Everyone on offense is safe. As for the defense, we added DJ Turner at CB2 for completing the game, and at safety, we added the GOAT Ed Reed for completing our challenge. On to game 3, which means yet another challenge wheel spin, and this time we have to rush for 200+ yards. To begin the game, we started off with a 10-yard run. After that, we made a boneheaded play and tried primetime deep, and he made us pay, intercepting the ball off. Afterwards, a few chunk plays from our opponent quickly set him up in the red zone, and he proceeded to find Logan Thomas in the end zone, giving him the lead. Then on 4th and 10, the next drive, we made another bad read, and he intercepts it with Glover Quinn and takes it all the way back for another 7 points. We then found Zay to put us in his territory, but as if the nightmare of a game couldn't get any worse. Lamar overthrows a wide open Gibbs and Dion makes us pay again, but this time he returns it all the way back, which then returned us back to the lobby. A terrible 1-2 start to the season, and to make things even worse, we have to remove our starting running back from a 99 overall down to an 80 overall. Finally, something goes right as the loss wheel only took away our starting fullback. Again, from 99 overall down to 79. At least for completing game 3, we could add a 99 overall strong safety to our team. Time for game 4, and our challenge going into this game is going to be to score a 99-yard touchdown. Suddenly, life was injected into our team's veins, and on the opening kickoff, the same opponent as game 1, Logan Thomas with a huge hit stick, forcing a fumble to start the game off hot. Lamar wasted no time finding Carmichael for the first touchdown of the game. We then converted the 2-point conversion to go up by 8. Our opponent going down early wasn't able to run the ball as efficiently as before, and he worked his way to our side of the field, but ultimately we held him to 3 points. A few quick conversions on offense from Carmichael and Swift immediately led to Lamar Jackson finding Hall of Famer Randy Moss again for a 48-yard missile to put us on top by 12 points. Then, 4 massive chunk runs in a row from our opponent ended up resulting in his first touchdown of the game, Jonathan Taylor again with a touchdown, shortening the lead to 5. 2 more conversions from Zay Flowers and Harold Carmichael put us down to about the 20-yard line. Following that, we find Zay Flowers in the seam and he dives for the end zone but is down at the 1. With nearly no time left, Lamar finds Moss to extend the lead back to 12 at half. Our opponent then goes for an unsuccessful onside kick. DeAndre Swift with a massive gain up the sideline to put us inside the 15. Lamar took off for about 7, but then on 4th and 1, we barely convert this 4th down. Lamar then punches it in with a QB sneak and we are back in the win column, forcing a quit. No challenge completion, unfortunately, so we have to lose another 99 on offense, and it's gonna be our tight end. 97 overall down to 81 overall. For completing game 4, we added a new user in Kyle Hamilton on defense. Before game 5, we had to spin the wheel for our challenge again, and this time we need to recover an onside kick. Immediately, Flash starts off with a run of about 15, but our opponent goes deep and DJ Turner is there to intercept a pass. This leads me to tell you about the defensive challenges we can complete to add more players. There's 2 things we can do to add additional 99 overalls to the defense. We can catch 2+ interceptions in a game, or we can score a defensive touchdown. However, there is a max of 1 defensive challenge completion per game. Back to the game on 3rd and 6, we find Randy Moss in the seam and he takes it all the way in for a 45-yard touchdown, giving us the lead. A run from Flash led to this 4th and 2 deep shot, and Byron Jones intercepts Lamar again, completing one of our challenges. Immediately after, we threw an interception right back. He found Treylon Burks over the middle for a massive gain, but right after, Kyle Hamilton reads a flat for the 3rd interception of the game. Eventually, Lamar found Moss again for another touchdown, resulting in a rage quit. We were back on trajectory to make the playoffs until the wheel decided to take away our precious wide receiver 3. 99 OBJ all the way down to 80 Corey Davis. At least we got a 99 Haloti Ngata for completing game 5. And we also got to add Tui Pelotu for catching 2+ interceptions. We are now on to game 6, and our challenge is going to be to score with every starting skill position. Our opponent disconnected from game 6. However, we got the win and decided to load into game 7 with the same challenge and the same team. To start off, Montana found Dickerson for a huge gain on 1st down. A chunk run to Dickerson again led to Hamilton jumping the seam and returning a pick down to the 5, running out of bounds to try to complete our challenge. But that ended up being a really stupid idea. Fortunately enough, we screamed on 1st down and forced an incompletion on 3rd and long, which led to a punt, getting us the ball back. Immediately on 4th, and Lamar finds Corey Davis over the middle for a massive conversion. The next play, Lamar found tight end Dalton Schultz to put us just outside the red zone, and Lamar delivered a rope to Randy Moss, giving us the first touchdown. Back on defense, we got 2 more knockouts on 3rd and 4th down, resulting in yet another stop for the defense. Along with that, we are heading to the playoffs. No challenge completion, so we have to remove a 99 overall. No,
Please, no!
Our 99 overall quarterback is now down to an 80 overall. On the bright side, we added another gold 99 DB to the defense for completing game 7. On to game 8 and round 1 of the playoffs. Our challenge is going to be a lateral touchdown, which I think that's probably not going to happen. To start off the first round, our opponent puts together a nice little drive to work his way all the way down to the 32. On 2nd and 8, he made a crucial mistake and throws an interception to Kyle Hamilton. That's a huge stop. Our new QB Ryan Tannehill takes off on 3rd to convert. He then found Dalton Schultz for another first down conversion, putting us at our opponent's 40-yard line. Tannehill took a deep shot and it's dropped. This resulted in us kicking a field goal to go up by 3 points. We immediately screamed on first down. However, our opponent bounced back immediately with completions to Thomas and to Michael Irvin to get a fresh set of downs. He found Pollard to get him into field goal range, but our defense stood tall and held him to a field goal. We tried our best to get some points before half, but we made a crucial mistake and we throw an interception over the middle with no time left. Luckily, we escaped the half without giving up any points. Our drive at a half started pretty solid, getting some large gains. Even though we got sacked, we bounced back with a pass to Moss, but now it was a 4th and 4. And his user falls down and Tannehill delivers a dot to Zay Flowers to put us in the red zone. A check down to Corey Davis gets us inside the 5, and Swifty punches in our first touchdown with Tannehill at the helm. He started to run the ball a ton and it was working pretty well. I thought for sure he was going to try to clock the game out and go for 2 to end it. However, a huge KO on 3rd down held him to a field goal with just 50 seconds left. We ran the ball on 1st down and our opponent forgot to call his timeouts and we ran the clock all the way down to 0. What a mental mistake from our opponent. We escaped with a 10-6 victory in the wild card round. What a game. We were now on to the divisional round, but we didn't complete our challenge, which resulted in our wide receiver 1 being taken from us. The GOAT Randy Moss is now down to an 81 overall Bateman. At least on defense, we added a 99 overall Tyree Wilson for completing the game. It's time for the divisional round, but not before we see our challenge. It's going to be 3 touchdowns with 1 player. To start off the divisional round, he is working his way down the field quickly, but he lobs up a pass to Flash and we drop it. He then kicked 3, giving him an early lead. I knew this was going to be a challenge from the jump as our opponent is screaming at me every single play. Luckily, we had some huge 2nd and 3rd down conversions to set us up at the 45. Tannehill took off to gain about 7 yards. He then took off again for a huge gain to get sacked twice, which completely ruined the drive, resulting in us taking 3 points to tie the game up. Flash was really starting to hurt us as he broke a massive run and made a few more plays in this drive, but luckily enough, we held them to 3 points again going into half. Struggling heavily to start the second half, but we converted a huge 4th down, sacked again, but then Tannehill steps up and delivers a dot to Corey Davis. What a massive gain to put us into field goal range. 3 more massive gains on runs sets us up at the 15-yard line, which we found Zay Flowers to set up 4th and 1. But then the unthinkable happened and Ryan Tannehill coughs up the football and it's going the other way. What a gut punch. Immediately our opponent throws it right back and Haloti Nato with the toe tap. But then Tannehill takes a shot and it gets intercepted. All hope was lost yet again until Haloti Nato jumps a flat and takes it in for our first touchdown. Haloti wants that Super Bowl. Our opponent really wanted to chew clock and end this game as he was working his way down the field running the ball. We got him to a huge 3rd and 5 at the 40 and he runs into his lineman and breaks 2 tackles to go all the way and it gave him the lead. We unfortunately got stopped in 4 plays, giving him the ball back, but our defense stood tall and held him to 3 points. We still had life. We needed more chunk plays and that just wasn't happening until Zay Flowers jukes out Dion, then jukes another to put us at the 42. We found ourselves on 2nd and 10 and we had somebody open. Tannehill goes deep. Vince Wilfork then turns into Superman, ending our hopes and dreams of winning the Super Bowl. A super tough 16-10 loss in the divisional round. If you enjoyed this video, you will love this video right here where I tried to win a Super Bowl, adding a golden ticket to my team after every single win. And this one right up here where I built a God Squad in just 1 week.